everybody, welcome to the Wise Space for the youth, by the youth, with honest chats, fresh perspectives, and good vibes only. I am Sisetu and I am your host for today's episode, joined by our representative from Mninawa Africa Group, Mninawa, who is the director and the founder of the group. We're going to be talking about his journey in the cultural music, what draws his inspiration, and the role cultural music plays in our society.
My name is Mninawa Mangweni from KwaZulu here in Gqeberha.
Okay, to start, can you please tell us about your earliest memory? What made you go into cultural music? Was it something you took from, did you draw your inspiration from your tradition, from your family, or from your childhood?
I think I was recruited by my neighbor because in their group they wanted some boys to the group, so that's where all it started.
Oh, so it began from an early stage?
Not that early because I was born here in Port Elizabeth, so the cultural things are not like in the rural areas. So when I've got an opportunity to join the group, I was so excited so that I was going to learn more about my culture.
Okay. Looks like it's interesting growing up in Port Elizabeth. So how can you define cultural music, and what role do you think it plays in our lives currently?
Well, when we talk about culture, I think culture is the foundation of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Without culture, I think we are lost, because when we do things in the cultural way, there are certain things that you can't do in your culture. So if we don't have a culture, it's like our guiding book that we have culture. So if you don't have a culture, you'll end up being lost.
Okay.
Because also respect is part of culture. So if you don't have culture, you won't even respect people.
Okay. So you're the director and founder of Mninawa Africa Group, which is translated into Blossom Africa. Can I ask, what made you choose that name? What was the inspiration behind it?
I think one of the objectives of the company, it was to go outside South Africa and show the whole world about our culture. So we wanted to spread the South African culture, our culture.
Okay, speaking of spreading, so have you guys been to international trips and showcase culture here to South Africa in different worlds?
Yes. We started in Tunisia, then we went to Canada 3 times, then we went to Scotland in one of the biggest festivals in the world, Edinburgh Festival. We went there. We went to Switzerland twice. We went to France 5 times. We went to Russia. We went to India. We just 2 months ago were in Germany. So we've been trying our best.
Okay, I think you guys can see how being proud of your culture can take you to international trips. Maybe not. If we can join your group one day, we'll be with you going to Australia. So, as you're the founder of this group, what draws your inspiration when you're writing your music? Do you write based on your tradition, or do you write based on your stories, based on things that happen around you and so on?
I think when we compose songs, we compose songs based on the things that are happening around and the things that used to happen, like in terms of the culture, trying to give people a wake-up call.
Okay. So do you have any specific song that you like or you used to like that was composed of real life stories or something that happened around you?
With our music, we do a variety of music and also in different languages.
Oh.
Yes, we are not only doing Xhosa, but also do the Zulu. So we try to be flexible, even so that when we're having our show, we have a diversity show. We don't only showcase our culture.
Oh, that is very interesting. That is very nice. So what happens when you sit down and you want to write a song? What comes first to your mind? Is it the lyrics? Is it the melody? What comes first?
I think sometimes when you're just sitting, you will just have that something playing on your mind. Even if you're starting by humming it, you'll hum and hum, then you put some words in.
Oh, then you bring it to life.
Yes.
Must be interesting.
Yes,
I used to think that maybe your songs are, maybe when you're writing your songs, you first think about something deep that happened, then you try bringing it to life, expressing it, but okay. So are there any specific traditional instruments that you use when you're playing your music and showcasing your group?
Yes, we most of the time, even on the dance, most of the time we're using the drums. So I started by dancing, then I was forced to learn how to drum because it's the rhythm. So you need to start practicing. So we play djembe drums, we play marimbas as well.
Okay, so is it not hard to find instruments that you guys use for your music?
It's not that hard, but the marimba one, it's expensive. At least the drums are not expensive, but the marimba one is expensive.
Oh, okay. So you mentioned that when you're writing your songs, you take it from real life stories that happen around you. So do you see yourself more of a musician, or do you see yourself more of a storyteller with your music?
I think it's a storytelling. Yeah, I think it's a storytelling more than anything else. And also, I'll just call myself. I can say I'm a creative. I cannot box myself. Maybe say I'm a musician. Yeah, I'm a creative.
Okay. So Ikama Africa, your group, it does not only specifically focus on music. You guys also do dancing. Yes. You tell your stories through the dancing and other stuff.
Yes. We do a variety of entertainment. We provide choir, the dancers, different dances, traditional dances, contemporary dances, the panzulas, your campus dances. We also provide marimbas and the drumming. We do the interactive drumming whereby we teach people how to learn how to play drums.
Oh. I think it makes it quite interesting because I, for example, I didn't know much about Ikama Africa. I only knew you guys from the visit you had with us, and I thought maybe you only played that stuff, the marimba instrument, and that's just it. Oh, okay. So how do you think your music helps bridge the gap between younger generations and older generations and like even current people now?
Yes, I think music and arts, it's a universal language as well, because a person can listen to your music, not understanding the lyrics, but how you sing, they connect.
Okay. Speaking of arts, you mentioned that you were recruited into this group. So can I ask, are you also pouring into your community by having young people who you are teaching about arts and creativity, who you are teaching about your music, bringing young ones to come into your group, and even if they're not playing with you, even if they're not playing instruments with you, but they get to practice and learn how certain things work. For example, Imari, because I don't think it's something that's out there for underprivileged communities.
Yes, what we are planning to do now is to open an after-school program whereby kids will come after school, maybe the first hour, we'll bring people who can help them with their homework so that we can balance things. Then the next 2 hours we'll do the arts. But we'll start by doing the auditions in KwaZulu where we stay, so that we know these ones, they are singers, these ones are dancers. Then we can start, even if we go to schools as well, and teach them there so that they can know about their culture, because we are lacking on that. And then slowly the culture is fading in other people.
Okay. Specific.
So we want to create a home for the young kids, because I always say I was saved by arts, because if I didn't join arts, I don't know where I would be now because of the challenges that we have in the township.
Okay. Speaking of challenges, do you have any challenges with your group? Obviously, as an emerging group, you probably meet challenges where you don't get sponsors, where you don't get support from your local governments. You're from PE, for example.
Yeah.
Do you have any challenges where you come across where certain people or certain individuals don't want you guys to come and showcase your music to them?
I think the challenge that we have, because all of us, we are full-time artists, we don't have any income that we have. So arts is part of our jobs. So the challenge is not having events every day.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we can have events every day, then everyone would be happy, because it also creates job opportunities amongst us.
Oh, okay. Beyond the entertainment part, do you think cultural music it has a way of giving you identity in a community? For example, I'm sure people look up to you in the community where you come from, because you're not just only a founder and director of Iqama Africa, but it's a group that has grown to be something big, and you're getting booked even internationally.
Yes. I think arts it's a vehicle. It's just so unfortunate, because when we go to other places abroad, the way they receive us, we treated like celebrities, not like here at home. Because I think our culture, they appreciate it more than here. Yeah, they appreciate it more than here, and I think it's because of even at schools, kids are not taught how to appreciate arts in an early age. Yeah.
Okay. That gives us a wake-up call that we should be supportive of growing groups like Iqama Africa, and also look into things that deal with cultural music to be specific. Do you have any plans for cultural music, your music to be specific, even for internationally?
Yes, we do, because we've got a festival that we are hosting. It's Eastern Cape Dance Festival. So we go around the province, we select one group at district to bring them down here in Gqeberha. So the bigger picture is one day, as we are going to these different countries, but to invite other cultures from other countries to come down here in Port Elizabeth and have this massive annual dance festival, because it's more cultural. Yes.
I think that's super cool. So I'd like to ask, do you have any other groups that you work alongside with, groups that are similar to your Iqama Africa, or are you a group that rides solo?
No, because we've been in the arts space for quite some time now, we know everyone who does what we are doing. For sometimes in other performances, they will say maybe we need a bigger number, maybe we need 20 people. So it's important to know the people that are doing the same thing that we are doing. And when you are looking at them, don't see them as your competition, no, see them as your network. So we do have a network of other groups.
Since you're mentioning that in Port Elizabeth there is a lack of knowledge in your culture, so how do you think how do you think we as a society can help in ensuring that people grow up at a very young age knowing their roots, and making sure that tradition doesn't get lost along the way?
Yeah, I think one of the challenges is that in the township, we take kids to go to different schools, to town schools, where culture is like this.
Limited.
Yeah, it's limited there. So only the initiatives outside school that can help, even at home, if your parents can tell you more about your culture. So I think everything starts at home. So if you can start there at home to practice the culture.
Okay. Communities in Port Elizabeth need to, not just Port Elizabeth, but specifically here, need to teach kids about their roots, even at school, so that they can take it from home to school, they come back at home and they practice it. So, Mninawa mentioned that you don't only focus on music but also dancing. So do you have any specific instruments that you use for a certain part of your music, or you just use one thing and it flows with the entire process?
When we dance, we can dance playing a PA system, we can dance with the drum, we can dance with the marimba. So as long as there's a rhythm, we just listen and follow the rhythm.
So as we're about to wrap up this episode, do you have any words you'd love to leave with the listeners about the importance of knowing your culture and so on?
I think as I said, that culture is who we are. Without culture, we don't exist. Because even back in the days, in the villages, even there's certain type of food that people were eating back then. They were so like here because people they were not sick. There were not a lot of disease that time because of the culture, the food that they were eating. But because of the times now, we even have changed the diet that we were eating before. So that's why I'm saying culture, it's who we are. Without it, I think we're going nowhere.
Okay. You guys heard it yourself. It is very imperative that we all know our roots and we maybe not stick, but we try to follow our roots as possible as we can so we do not lose it along the way. So thank you, Mninawa, for coming today. It was lovely hosting you. We're going to ask him to teach me how to play the drum before. Okay, we had asked our lovely guest today to bring us one of his instruments that he uses at his work. So he's going to show us how to use this, what this is firstly, and he's going to show us how to use this. And I'm going to showcase my talent.
This drum, it's a djembe drum. It's the West African drum.
Okay.
So in the middle of the drum is where you get your bass sound. Then on the side or on the edge of the drum is where you get your tone sound.
Okay.
So when the drum is flat like this, you've got a dull sound. So in order for you to hear the sound, you must lift it up a little bit so that it can open underneath. So it's whereby you can hear the sound. As I said, in the middle, that is the bass. Then on the side, it's tone with half of your fingers. But all the time when you're playing the drum, you don't use power.
Okay.
Yes, you have to be gentle or else you'll break the skin. Okay? Well, this is a cow skin.
Okay. So bass, tone, bass, tone.
Yes. So now you start with the bass, maybe 5 times. 1, 2, but slowly.
Oh.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. But you have to bounce your hand like a ball. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Then let's try on the side. Yes. Said it's toned. So with half of your fingers. Now we're going to play once in the middle and twice on the sides. With both hands, it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1.
Okay, so it's
1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. I'll tell you what to play. I won't show you.
okay.
Okay? It's a boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, beautiful.
Okay.
That was the first part. So it's boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, pete, pe, boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, pete, pe, boom, pete, pete, boom, pete, pete, pe. Stop. Okay, are you ready?
Okay,
5, 6, 7, 8, boom.
Okay, that was nice.
Yeah,
It was nice.
You were great.
So can you play us?
Okay, I'll try to play something. Are you gonna sing for me?
No, can you actually sing one of your songs so we can know?
No.
Maybe I'll play after you.
No, let's collaborate. I'll play and you sing.
Let us know in the comment section if was I the best player or was he the best player. Make sure you go visit their pages, you book them and you follow them at their pages online. They are Kama Africa in all social media platforms. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. See you next time.